New details on the coronavirus. Kansas will lower its flags to half-staff on Friday to honor the 1,000 lives lost to COVID-19.
The state added 31 deaths to its total just today. The big number is due to a new automated monitoring system. Kansas also added 3,300 new cases since Monday. Missouri has added 1,900 cases since Tuesday. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly and legislative leaders say they'll encourage counties to adopt mask mandates rather than a statewide rule. They met Tuesday to come up with a bipartisan strategy to prevent the spread of the virus. Governor Kelly issued a statewide mask mandate in July, but a new law allowed the state's 105 counties to opt out, and most did. Fort Hays State just released a poll on mask usage in Kansas. Researchers spoke with more than 400 Kansans last month. 72% said wearing masks can help reduce the spread of coronavirus. 14% disagreed. 14% had no opinion. 93% said they wore a mask all of the time or most of the time while visiting stores and businesses over the past month. 6% had not.
Winter sports are in question in Johnson County. The health department is urging school districts to cancel them due to rising COVID cases. KMBC 9's Emily Hallwick is at Olathe North with details on the guidance and how districts are responding. Emily?
Well, the health department sent a letter to superintendents yesterday with the recommendations. Now, Olathe, their school district, tells me today that they are planning to move ahead with winter sports despite the recommendations against it from the health department. I spoke with the health department's director today about his concerns. Johnson County's health director is worried that scenes like this could make coronavirus cases climb.
So we want to ensure that the gains that we have made in keeping our schools open, that we don't lose that.
Dr. Sami Ariola is recommending schools suspend indoor winter sports, where he says the virus could spread rapidly with people in close quarters in an enclosed space.
The risk is there. It's even higher in the indoor environment. It's higher if you have spectators there.
He says even outdoor sports have contributed to the spread of the virus. At one school, 2 cases on a football team turned into 18 positive cases and 100 people in quarantine. If schools do choose to play this winter, Dr. Ariola says they need to take steps to mitigate the risk.
Limiting spectators, if you must have them, to immediate family members, and ensuring that you are only at a fraction of your capacity.
He says spectators should wear masks and athletes should keep their contact with others limited. The goal is to keep schools moving in the right direction.
If we limit the other high-risk activities, we can keep our schools open.
And again, Olathe schools do plan to begin their winter sports season as scheduled. They're going to continue to review the data as they make decisions moving forward. And just in the last hour, we learned from the Blue Valley School District that they're also going to begin their winter sports as scheduled November 16th, but they are going to have mitigation strategies in place. Reporting live in Olathe, Emily Hallwick, KMBC 9 News.
Other districts like Shawnee Mission and DeSoto have not shared their plan for winter sports. Lee Summit North has shut down its football season after a positive COVID case. The district says it is following quarantine guidelines from the Jackson County Health Department. North was supposed to play in the first round of the playoffs this Friday.
Wichita is experiencing hospital issues right now. One hospital is at capacity, another is at 90%. The hospitals are looking at overflow tents now, and they're also seeking emergency funding to develop more capacity for patients. The area's health director is still telling people the news should not prevent them from seeking medical attention. And this is a look at the hospital situation in Kansas City and its 9 surrounding counties. 56% of hospital beds are in use by non-COVID patients. 6% are being used by COVID patients. 37% of hospital beds are available.